893 words within target. Here's the script. The crushing reason your mantle hoards oceans from you, and in 2014, deep beneath Brazil, it finally slipped. Scientists cracked open a diamond smaller than your fingernail and found proof. An ocean's worth of water trapped 400 miles under your feet, hidden inside solid rock. Not near you, not below you, inside the very ground holding you up right now. You've been told water lives on the surface. Rivers, oceans, the glass on your desk. But right now, 3 times more water than every ocean combined is locked inside solid stone beneath your feet. And it's not sitting there by accident. Something is holding it hostage. Something crushing enough to squeeze water directly into rock, atom by atom, until it disappears from your world completely. And the same pressure that traps it down there is the same pressure keeping the ground under your city from collapsing right now. The reason is inside you too, literally, chemically, right now, whether you feel it or not. Here's what they found. 660 kilometers down, deeper than any drill has ever reached, deeper than we've ever seen with our own eyes, there's a layer geologists call the transition zone. It's not liquid. It's not magma. It's solid rock, squeezed under pressure 20,000 times what you feel standing at sea level. Inside that crushing pressure, a mineral called ringwoodite forms, a blue, glassy stone that acts like a sponge for water. Not water you'd recognize, not liquid. Water broken down to hydrogen and oxygen and locked directly into the crystal structure of the rock itself. Up to 1% of that mineral's weight is water, atom by atom. Doesn't sound like much until you remember that layer wraps the entire planet uninterrupted. Multiply it out and you get an ocean. Then another. Then a third, hidden, compressed, waiting under every square foot of ground you've ever stood on, and you never knew it was there. But here's the part nobody tells you. That water isn't stuck. It's moving. Every day, tectonic plates drag seawater down into the mantle at ocean trenches. The Pacific alone swallows enough to fill a small sea every million years quietly without a headline. It gets crushed into that rock, vanishes from the surface, and waits. Then somewhere else, volcanic pressure forces it back up, boiling out through eruptions you've watched on the news without knowing what you were really seeing. Earth isn't just storing water down there, it's breathing it. In, out, on a clock older than continents and completely outside your control. This is where the 2014 discovery matters. Graham Pearson's team wasn't drilling for it. They couldn't. No machine on Earth has ever punched through 660 kilometers of rock. Instead, they found the proof already smuggled to the surface, riding inside a diamond, ripped up from the transition zone by a violent volcanic eruption millions of years ago and cooled fast enough to trap the evidence before it could ever escape. Inside that diamond, a speck of ringwoodite, and inside the ringwoodite, water. Real, measurable, undeniable water, sealed in crystal form 400 miles beneath Brazil, waiting for someone to crack it open. And here's the crushing reason your mantle hoards it in the first place. If that water ever escaped all at once, if the transition zone let go, geologists calculate it could resurface enough water to raise global sea levels by hundreds of feet. Entire coastlines gone in a geological instant. The only reason you have dry land to stand on, the only reason your city isn't underwater right now, is that the mantle is squeezing that water so hard it physically cannot leave. Your mantle isn't hiding an ocean from you out of secrecy. It's holding one back by force every second of every day. The pressure that hoards it from you is the exact same pressure keeping you alive on dry ground, which means every earthquake that starts unusually deep, the kind that shakes hundreds of kilometers down, far below anything a normal fault line should reach, might be that hidden water shifting the rock around it. Every volcanic hotspot that shouldn't exist where it does might be tracing a slow leak in that pressure seal. Scientists have only confirmed this hidden reservoir beneath one slice of the planet, one diamond, one lucky eruption. Nobody knows yet if the entire transition zone holds this water evenly across the globe, or if some regions are thinner, weaker, closer to giving way than others. You've spent your whole life assuming the ground beneath you is just rock. It's not. It's a dam. And nobody has checked if it's cracking everywhere the same way it cracked open under Brazil. So the next time the ground shakes somewhere it shouldn't, somewhere with no fault line, no warning, no explanation the news ever gives you, ask yourself what's really moving down there, 400 miles under your feet. 3 oceans worth of water is sitting under the crust of this planet right now, held back by pressure alone, silent, patient, immense. And the only question left is the one no geologist wants to answer out loud. What happens the day the mantle finally stops hoarding and starts letting go?